Good morning. We are walking with the apostle. Listening in now as the apostle Paul is addressing the Jewish leaders in the city of Rome, many of whom were listening intently, and several of them used to believe. Paul then quotes from Isaiah chapter 6. That's the spot where God says, "Who will go for us? Whom shall I send? And who will go for us?" Isaiah says, "Here am I, send me." God then looks at communicates to Isaiah and says, "Okay, I'm going to send you. This is the kind of people I'm sending you to, hard hearted and they're stiff necked." And Paul is extracting a quote from that text to draw the whole story back to the minds of these Jewish leaders who are listening, where, where he's quoting Isaiah 6:10 here. "For the heart of this people has become dull, and with their ears they scarcely hear, and they have closed their eyes. Otherwise, they might see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and return, and I would heal them." So the consistency of God is revealed again when people hear with their ears, they see with their eyes, understand with their heart, and return to Him. He always It's always been that way. When you read through Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, every time Jesus encountered a sinner who understood their sin and were grief stricken by their brokenness, they came to Jesus. He healed them all. God has always said, "You come to me, I will receive you. You will find me." These guys that Paul was interacting with, some of them believed, but some of them refused to believe. Paul quotes that text from Isaiah. Let me take just a minute, read other parts of it. In Isaiah chapter 6, it starts with verse 8, where Isaiah writes, "I heard the voice of the Lord saying, 'Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?' I said, 'Here am I, send me.' He said, 'Go, tell this people, on listening, but do not perceive. Keep on looking, do not understand. Render the hearts of this people insensitive, their ears dull, their eyes dim. Otherwise, they might see with their eyes, they might hear with their ears, understand with their hearts, turn and be healed.' And I said, 'Lord, how long?' He answered, 'Until cities are devastated without inhabitant, houses are without people, and the land is utterly desolate. Lord has removed men far away. Forsaken places are in the are many in the midst of the land.'" And the whole point through Isaiah was, you as a nation have rejected your God, and therefore your God is disciplining you. He is rejecting you. But if you would see with your eyes, with your ears, and understand with your heart, and return, His consistent grace and mercy would overwhelm everything and provide for His justice. He's always been that way. When Jonah wanted to see Nineveh and that entire region catastrophically destroyed, he went through and said, 40 days, 40 days, 40 days, and God is going to wipe you off the planet. They all repented. They heard it, they understood it, and they repented. And God relented. And Jonah said, "I knew you were that kind of a God. I knew you would do that. If they repented, I knew you would be kind to them." And God was kind to Jonah, even though he didn't deserve it either. God's been kind to you. Therefore, our goal, our desire is to be pleasing to Him, to love Him, love what He loves, be kind to those around. So, as you move through your day today, you, His mercy, grace are available to everyone. It is an inclusive message, but it is an exclusive salvation. Anyone and everyone is welcome to come, and only those who are in Christ will be saved. See with your eyes, hear with your ears, understand with your heart, and return to Him. He will bring healing. Loves you. Remember that